Welcome to Everything Pro Wrestling. Everything Pro Wrestling is a show by the fans, for the fans. I'm your host, Conrad Cushman. I am joined today by...
Robert Anderson. What's going on, people?
Derek Shelton, what's up?
What is going on, everybody? We are here to review AEW's Double or Nothing pay-per-view. The show just went off the air. Crazy stuff happening right now in the world of pro wrestling.
I got a question for you guys. Show just going off the air. What's your feelings towards AEW right now?
I like it. I'm down.
Yeah, it's different. It's different than WWE. So, and I mean that in a good way.
I'll say right now, I'm left intrigued. If I'm going to use one word, intrigued.
Yeah, I think there's definitely room for improvement, but from what I could see from the first show, I'm interested in it.
Well, the show took place live May 25th. It's also my wedding anniversary. Shout out to my wife. Video's dedicated to you. The show happened in Las Vegas, Nevada at the MGM Grand. Vegas, not normally the best wrestling market, but they were able to sell out this show. They did their thing, and I thought the people were into it. There was a ticket issue that I heard about in the beginning. Shout out to Mags, who is in the chat. I see you in there, Mags, a.k.a. Darren Kirby. Make sure you guys show him some love from Brainbuster Radio. And it looked like it was all resolved because the seats were full. Pre-show, you were missing some people. Thank you, guys. Thank you. I tried to get my wife to come on, but she said no. So, on commentary, we had Alex Marvez, Excalibur, and Jim Ross eventually joined them for the main card. What did you guys think of the commentary team?
I'm not a huge fan of Marvez. The commentary was alright. It wasn't unbearable. It was there. It was serviceable.
Yeah, I feel like was it Marvez and Excalibur? I think they're not ready yet just for this to be on TV yet, so that's why it seemed a little stagnant to me. You know, Jim Ross seemed like he had to carry it just enough, but that's because JR's been there. The other two, this is new to them, so
I don't know if it's just like Excalibur and Marvez not gelling together, or maybe they were clashing with JR, but I liked Excalibur.
Is it the three-man booth, though? Like, three-man booth's kind of...
You already know I'm not a fan of three-man booths.
Nah, it should be just two.
As we're doing one right now. But
but that's different.
Yeah, you guys, this is like guest commentary.
Yeah.
How often is D on these? So,
True.
if he's around, he's here. But it's just like, I don't know. I roll solo sometimes. I'm Joey Styles. I mean, it just depends, I guess, on what you get. Maybe they can have two commentary teams and rotate.
I'd be okay with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's...
Like first hour, second hour.
Somebody had rumors about Jerry the King Lawler joining them, so commentary was great in my opinion, Austin Stroop says. King, I didn't even give a shout out to the chat yet. I apologize, guys. You will get one at the end, though. King says it was only one bad match on the show. Goober says JR did good. Commentary was okay. I feel the same way King does. I feel like it was all right. Like, JR had his spots where he was good, and then there were spots where I was like, is anybody talking?
It was there.
Yeah. Excalibur carried the commentary. I can agree with that, Mags. I thought Excalibur was one of the better ones. You heard him in there. Made himself notice.
Yeah.
Let's talk about this pre-show, though. Let's get right into it, guys. The buy-in. How did this pre-show feel compared to other companies' pre-shows? Trying not to mention them.
This one actually felt important. Like we know there were some stakes involved, but...
Yeah, and I know, D, you came in the middle of the pre-show.
Right.
What's up, Ryan? Ryan says this show was great. JR was a little rusty, but I think it's better than his New Japan stuff. His New Japan stuff on Access TV I thought was kind of bleh,
True.
And it wasn't that good. Pre-show was much better. Let's see. Goober, Marvez I wasn't impressed with. Okay, all right. So the Casino Battle Royale. First thing I have written down, and the first thing I tweeted out on Twitter was Justin Roberts. Can I just say how great it is to hear that man on commentary? I think he's the second best ring announcer. Or I said commentary, ring announcing. He's the second best ring announcer to Howard Finkel. Howard Finkel's over him, but Justin Roberts is my number two.
I agree. He brought a lot of energy.
I gotta give some love to Lillian Garcia, man.
Well, yeah, Lillian too, because she would bring that fire.
Fink is Fink, but I'm going. Maybe Lillian 2, Justin 3.
Oh, come on, bro. I can't. Live chat. Is Justin Roberts not the second best announcer? Come on. We'll have that debate for another time. But we had it. So group 1, we had MJF, Sonny, Daze, Brandon Cutler, Michael, Nakazawa. Come on. That was a good commentary thing. I was throwing Justin Roberts back at you. And Dustin Thomas in there. We had, for group 2, they were the Diamonds, Jimmy Havoc, Joey Janela, Pillman Jr., Isiah Cassidy, Shawn, Spears.
Ty Dillinger, for those that don't know.
Yes. Group 3, we had Billy Gunn, Glacier. Yo, I have to talk about this Glacier spot real quick. Why did Glacier spit blue mist and they acted like he was Sub-Zero Frieza somebody? And why didn't Eric Bischoff think of this? Someone ask him that question on 83
Well,
Weeks.
because remember Rob Van Dam was supposed to be Glacier?
Thank God. Thank God. The weed he was burning would have definitely melted those glaciers because that was not happening. Let's get to group, or I'm sorry, we left off at Glacier. Who is this? Who's the other person from the party? Marq Quen? Yeah, Marq Quen, Jungle Boy, and Ace Romero. And then group 4, which was the Spades, had Luchasaurus, your boy Marco, Sonny Kiss, Tommy
Little
Dreamer,
Marco.
and Joker was Hangman Page. Oh, original Biggie went Tony Chimmel. All right. We can get into it.
Superstar.
It was good to see Justin Roberts. Hell yeah. PR Nightmare says Lillian's number 2. Come on, PR Nightmare.
We'll save this conversation for another day.
We will.
But I see you, Nelson.
Definitely. Battle Royale was predictable but very good. The other companies should take notes on how to do the matches. Great show. The first match on the pre-show. Oh, he missed it, he was saying. Yeah, so Orange Cassidy, I got to give Robert props. He definitely called him the Sala Monster. Jesus De Leon, what's going on, brother? I see you in here. What did you think of that, Rob? I mean, you had some comments about the Sala Monster there with that. I mean...
Oh, no, I love Sala Monster. He looked like Orange Cassidy, man.
He definitely does. Sala Monster, just walk around with your hands in your pockets with the shades on, bro. Do it for the Twitter. In the end, standouts in this match. What were some notes that you took from this, Rob?
AC Romero is a beast.
Big boy.
It was kind of predictable once you saw that Hangman was number 21.
Yeah, but everybody had called this beforehand, and predictable's not bad, guys.
Hey, not at all. Now I figured it was this is kind of like they're throwing Hangman a bone with the whole Pac situation. But I kind of want him to be the stalwart of the company anyway. I feel like they should build around him. He is the future.
MJF looked rock star. I agree with Mags on that.
MJF was great.
MJF, listen, the man treated me like crap. Pure dog shit. And MJF is amazing. I mean, I didn't treat him very well either. But MJF is amazing, dude.
I got to pull him up real quick.
What are you pulling up? That picture with me and him? Oh, my gosh. Well, as he's finding that, MJF is a great heel, bro.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I don't know if I've ever seen anybody as a heel like he has. You know, like the way he's been.
Come on. Guys, and I was wearing the same shirt. And represent All Elite Wrestling, just so you guys know. Make sure you actually buy the gear. So, overall, I gave this Joey Janela doesn't care about his body.
Joey Janela his life goal is to regret his decisions he made up until his 40s.
Oh, and Joey Janela had a cigarette on his head for half this match. How does something like that happen?
He doesn't care about his well-being. Joey Janela went through a table, landed right on his neck. No cushion.
And
what the hell?
And in an off-air conversation, I won't say whose name it was, but someone definitely mentioned to me that they hate when Tommy Dreamer is a surprise, and I instantly laughed and thought of them tonight.
You talking about Brandon?
Yeah, we can't. Yeah. I'm not saying the name. It's not Brandon either.
But yeah, shout out to Brandon out there. Fatty Dreamer was in this.
So, absolutely. So then we get a backstage segment with Kylie Ray being interviewed.
Hey, we didn't go to the finish of this match.
Oh, Hangman Page won. Ding, ding, ding. Sorry, MJF, you suck.
MJF with the fuckery at the end.
Yeah. He tried to sneak back in. The usual crap. I'm tired of people sneaking into Battle Royals. Like, it's old to me. Grade, I gave it a B. I got nothing. You guys agree?
I enjoyed it.
You were kind of not in for that part yet, D.
Yeah.
Kylie Ray comes in for an interview with. Did she call herself Alicia A?
Yeah, she said Alicia A.
Alicia A.
Alicia Tout.
Okay, I thought she had tried to like change her name up or vary it a little bit with the two librarians, just doing like back and forth. So I don't know where they're going with this, but I'm still intrigued. So I'm gonna let it rock.
Probably lead into a match.
I'm down.
Leave a base can go. I'm not too familiar with what's the other guy's name?
That's a great question. Peter Avalon.
Yeah.
Off the dome, folks. Off the dome.
Not too familiar with Peter Avalon, but I know leave a base can go.
All right, Sammy Guevara and Kip Sabian. I gave it a B-. That's all I can really say about this match because I came in on parts of it. Shout out to Narcolepsy Boy for subscribing. You should have been subscribed, boy. I've been on your YouTube channel so many times. What's going on, Malik? What's going on? Rob, I wanted you to give your opinion on this match because I don't think you came kind of in the middle towards the end of this one.
Nah, I wasn't too familiar with Kip Sabian, but Sammy Guevara I've been watching for a while. I follow his YouTube channel. He's a little prick, but he's great.
He's like another perfect little douche as well. Like, it's so...
This one had a lot of nice back and forth going to it. What do we got going on in the chat? Headshots always get to me. Sammy versus Kip was good and short, exactly what I wanted it to be.
Redneck Gamer coming in, hands down, one of the best pay-per-views ever seen. It was lit. The crowd was chanting, "This is awesome." The whole AEW, oh my goodness, put them to shame. Redneck Gamer, I appreciate that, bro. Yeah, stick around for this. Hawk, what's happening? Y'all still think TakeOver be better than Double or Nothing?
We'll see, man.
Save that for the end, Malik. Remind me about that, and we can talk about that.
We got boy Mags, Kip from Norfolk, LOL, American struggle with British place names. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Hold on, Jesus, we'll get there. Anyway, Kip Sabian with the victory in this.
Oh, shout out to Hawk, too, for that spot in the match with the suplexes that I was, like, mesmerized by.
Yeah. Like I said, Sammy can go, and I'm impressed with Kip. I want to see more Kip. Kip with the victory over Sammy. What did he hit him with?
The reverse into, right? I can't even think of what to call it. Hit him like a torture rack position, slammed him down in between, and that was the finish. GG. That was it.
Good stuff.
The next match, I'm sorry, we had a Sadie Gibbs vignette. UK gymnast type you wrote down in the notes for me here.
I'm not too familiar with Sadie Gibbs.
Oh,
you were excited
I
about
am.
it.
Sadie Gibbs is the truth. If you've never seen her on Twitter, this is going to be a bad girl. You are going to want to make sure. Oh, that sounded very wrong too when I said that.
It's all right.
Sadie, I apologize. She is definitely someone you're going to want to watch. So I've seen clips of her on Twitter, her matches on YouTube, and I just happened to stumble upon her one day going through Twitter. A lot of people in the wrestling community were like, hey, check this out. And I looked at it and I was like, oh, man, she's pretty good. This was a good signing by them. You will not regret this. JR gets his entrance after this. He comes out, joins the commentary team, as we talked about before. Match number 1, SCU.
Before we get into the match, we had our opening. Sorry about that. We had our opening with the Elite coming out to introduce us to the show. Basically, welcome everybody to all the first ever All Elite pay-per-view. Nice little moment for them. They came to see all their hard work come to fruition. I liked it. Now we get into our first match on the main card.
Yes. I can't do it again now. It's SCU versus SCU.
See?
Yeah, I guess I could have. Who doesn't get tired of doing that? Versus the Strong Hearts. What did you guys think of this? This was the big OWE match that everybody was hyping up. What do you think?
I thought it was a great match. Now, one thing I did take away from this, you could tell a lot of this stuff was coordinated beforehand, and that's not a bad thing. It kind of reminds me of the Steamboat versus Macho Man, not in the sense of the match, but how hard they actually worked to make this look good, because there weren't really too many mess ups in this. They were all where they needed to be when they needed to be there.
It was different, like you said. They had a lot of different spots. I was impressed by the OWE guys.
I want to see more of them as well.
Yeah, I want to see them have like a nice cruiserweight division. I know Karen was laughing hard. Oh, you make sure you stay in here.
We're jumping ahead.
Yeah. Everybody's jumping ahead, but really good stuff here. What the hell, dude? They ended the match with something called the best Meltzer ever.
The best Meltzer driver ever.
Dude, freaking weird, but I like it, and SCU picked up the victory. I finally got a prediction right because I was 0 for 2 at that point.
Christopher Daniels, man. What is he, 48, 49 years old?
Almost 50, I believe.
Well, he still got it.
Christopher Daniels is really dope. He's been around for a long time. It's good to see him get this shot. And I know he's going to probably be in more of a coach role soon, but I'm glad to see Christopher Daniels doing this thing.
Scorpio Sky, man.
Well deserved, dude. He definitely deserves a run. He's got to figure out how to become a single star out of all this, I think, eventually, too.
Oh, it'll happen.
I don't know how long Kazarian's going to tag with him, because I think Kazarian's going to go a little bit longer, too. So
yeah. Well, like I said, I think Daniels and Kazarian were probably brought in more to be like on the coaching side.
Yeah.
Basically, but they're going to be like the elder statesman.
Now, I'm going to give this a grade of a B- for this match, but I want to kick it to D, because me and D go way back. Like, way, way, way back. And what did you guys think of the Nitro replays? I want to ask D first, because they had, like, different replays that were popping up, and I don't know if a lot of you guys are used to it, but...
Yeah, I got to say that was a shot and a beautiful surprise to me, because it was something that you got used to when you used to watch WCW back in the day, and it was like, all right, cool, that's a cool camera look, camera shot, everything. And then you haven't seen it in years since WWE took them down. So then you go back to that same tactic. So it's more of like, you know, look, we took over. We're taking over WWE and WCW, even though WCW's been gone for so long.
I think they're trying to perfect on different tactics that WWE's not using to their advantage that they have the rights to. It's like, well, you guys don't look at anything and use what WCW used that worked for them.
Exactly.
So we'll use it then. And they have a lot of people that used to work for WCW working for them. So I thought that was really dope. Rob, did you have any thoughts on the...
I loved it, man. It kind of makes me want to go home and fire up the Nintendo 64 and put on Revenge real quick.
You don't want those problems. You definitely don't want those problems.
Let me roll with Hoovy. I'll be all right. Or
Yeah.
Rick Steiner.
Yeah, it's all right. I got Rey Mysterio. Shout out to Ray. Let's talk about this triple threat match with the women here. We had Kylie Rae versus Nyla Rose versus Dr. Britt Baker. What an amazing triple threat. Lied. So, Brandy comes out in the beginning of the entrances for this, and she introduces the one female name that I was kind of hoping she started to bring up. Rob?
Oh, we had the Awesome Kong.
Awesome Kong came out, which I thought was so freaking dope, man. I was just talking about her matches with Gail Kim after Gail Kim faced Tessa Blanchard, at Impact Wrestling. Phenomenal stuff. Triple threat or four-way, was not bad. I thought that they did their thing. I think it told you the story of who each person is. Kylie Rae is this happy, bubbly, go-lucky type of person. Nyla Rose is a powerhouse beast. Kong, same thing. Powerhouse beast. She was a surprise tonight. And Dr. Britt Baker is the finesse. The smooth one out of everyone here. Good pop for Kong. And Dr. Britt Baker gets the win with a scoop brain buster. Sorry, I have to say it for Brain Buster Radio. But, yeah.
Who'd you get that on? Kylie, right?
Yes, Kylie.
Yeah.
Kylie got the bow knocked out of her hair. Shit.
I thought everybody looked good in this match, though. Awesome Kong, when she was out there, what she did was impactful, but she didn't do too much. I don't know. When was the last time she actually wrestled? Because I know she's been doing a lot of acting lately.
The last time I remember seeing her was when she returned to Impact Wrestling to fight Gail Kim during her last run.
That was years ago.
Was it a couple years ago?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I haven't seen her since then. Make sure you check her out on Glow too. Amazing. She is the welfare queen on Glow. If you didn't know.
Shout out to Awesome Kong, but yeah, what we say?
C plus. I gave it.
C plus.
Yeah. Now I mean, there were some things in there I didn't like. It was slow, plotty, and it was in a bad spot too. It was like a cool down after everything that's been happening.
Well, they're gonna build around Britt Baker, so we'll see how far they go with this.
Isn't that hard to say? Britt Baker. Say that.
It's
Britt
easier
Baker,
to say
Baker.
Dr. Britt Baker.
Yeah. Dr. B. No, I'm just playing. So we get to the third match on this card. The Best Friends versus Angelico and Jack Evans. Sleeper match of the night. Where's Mags? Hold on. Where's my man Mags in the chat? Mags called this on my AEW roundtable. So I have to give him credit, and I agree with him on this.
Which is available on all listening platforms as well.
That's right. Check it out on Brainbuster Radio. So we were talking about this match, and he said, what? I see you, Mags. So they were out there, best friends. That's Chucky T and Trent Beretta, and Angelico and Jack Evans. If you have not seen Lucha Underground, you are missing out. These two are freaking tremendous. I wanted to use another word there, too.
Jack Evans was on one tonight.
Yeah, Jack Evans was doing flips. I think this was his big moment. He's never gotten a shot at a big company. We were talking about WSX, how he was on there when I first saw him.
Mm-hmm.
He was on Lucha Underground. This dude never got the chance. But he went out there and he shined tonight. I thought he did a really good job. D, what did you think of this match kind of just from looking at it?
You know, never seeing any of these wrestlers wrestle before. I was very impressed. You know, you could still see like the jitters. You know, like this is a big event for everybody, and you could tell it was there, but it wasn't like, damn, you guys are like messing up hard. No, nobody messed up. This was an excellent match for me because this is the first time I've seen all four of these men together. Period, and I loved it. Now,
towards the end of the match, while there was a little cool down period, I had to show D a video of Angelico jumping off of the building in Lucha Underground. He got a little more invested after that.
Yeah, I definitely got invested after that. When I seen that man jump off, what was that?
It was on top of Dario Cueto's office into the ring. I don't know what the hell they called the top of that, but it was off a roof into the ring.
Listen, whatever the case may be, whatever it was, that was spectacular, and mad props to that young man for that because Rob showed me that, and I was very impressed with that.
We got Ryan R. Wilkinson saying, crazy, Trent Beretta was in WWE years ago and they didn't use him properly at all. Where's Trent?
Well, we also had that thought because of what happened with Zack Ryder. Zack Ryder was never the most popular guy, we'll say. So
he got himself over.
Yeah.
How dare you?
And Trent's friends with him, same with Cody. You see a pattern here, guys?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just saying. So I want to bring up something my wife said during this. Sometimes when you're listening to fans casually talk, it matters. She brought up something about the music. Was the music too subtle for you guys? Live chat, just kind of pipe in about that. Was the music subtle as far as hearing it played? Because I think we all agreed that it was kind of subtle and you should have it a little bit louder so people can hear the themes better. I get what you were saying, though. You said they had to quiet it down for Justin Roberts, though, so he can make his announcements. And
yeah, but
not even too much of that, too. I would say, like, the Mandalay Bay is a tall building. I don't know if the sound was just going up too high. I don't know how it came off in the arena, but
to me it sounded
MGM. I said Mandalay Bay.
to me it sounded like the crowd was a little bit louder than the music itself. Like the music would come on, but you would hear the crowd like cheering, and it was like, oh wait, who's coming out?
It could have been acoustics, but
it could have been, or it could have been the people were actually into the show, and we're not used to that anymore. Because think back when Stone Cold Steve Austin used to come out, you could barely hear his music.
Think about this too. How often do you hear music really loud in New Japan? I mean, that's in the Tokyo Dome. That's a big building too, but
that's true. That's true. So this match ends up being finished with a stomping dude buster. The usual move that he does, Trent Beretta, to finish the matches. I gave this a B+.
They hit that on Jack, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then after the match, we had the Smash Bros debut. So a lot of people were like, who are these guys? Who are you? These guys are the Smash Bros from Beyond Wrestling, so make sure you guys check them out. They came out. They made their debut with the Minions. I don't remember who they attacked now.
I think
was it everybody?
They attacked everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very different with their little minions out there. What did you guys think of the debut? Cool? Yay, nay?
I didn't know who they were. The lights went out 3 different times, and I'm sitting there messing with these guys. Oh, Enzo and Cass are coming. Rob, shut the hell up.
Robert would have got jumped if Enzo and Cass were the ones who came out, just so you know. Yeah, so that was a decent match. We get an advertisement after for All Out. August 31st, 2019 in Chicago, Illinois, in the Sears Center once again. So they will be back. So if you are in the Chicago area, I'm looking at you, Malik. Make sure you guys go to this show. I think it'll be well worth your time,
yeah.
and it's probably gonna be pretty freaking dope. I just hope that they don't. The neighbors think I'm selling dope. Sorry. I just hope that they don't make this like a pay-per-view and charge again. Like, I don't understand what the process is gonna be for these next couple shows. I hope it's not $50 each time. Like, pay up.
Right.
Hey, they gotta start somewhere, man.
Yeah, TNA started with dollar pay-per-views. Take it easy on my
Yeah,
pockets.
they did it every Wednesday.
Yeah, that's true.
I got in trouble for ordering a bunch of those.
So, match number 4 on the list, we have Aja Kong, Sakazaki, and Sakura versus Shida, Riho, and Mizunami. Kong.
I would say this is where the match, or where the show itself started kicking in the third year.
Yeah.
Oh, you think it was this match?
I think from here on, they just knocked it out the park.
Because when they started it off, it was like it had the energy like right off the bat.
Actually, I would say with that best friends match.
That's what I was gonna say. I think it changed during that match, kind of like it was like, oh, okay, it's time. Let's get live.
Well, to me, this was the starter for me, because I don't know all of these people, so for me to see somebody, the way that they were wrestling, and like first time seeing Aja Kong, like to see her come in and just like, I'm not even gonna wrestle you. I'm just gonna smack.
Slapping bitches.
I'm just gonna smack you.
I mean, Aja Kong did that back in '95, man. So to me, I was just like, it ain't a thing.
Right.
To me, I was just like, oh, it's cool.
I remember back in the day.
Yeah,
this is my first time seeing her. Yeah, this was my first time seeing her. So having her come in the ring and just like, get out of here. Like I'm like, okay. That's how you feel.
King says the 6-woman tag match sucked.
King was
I disagree.
I thought it was all right. Let's look at it like this. Let me go back to the music thing because we're getting some comments about that. The music cues were off as bleep. Can't say that on here, Megs. I'm trying not to, at least. The music could have been louder. Goober says, WrestleBread. What's going on, WrestleBread? I like the image you got too there. Couldn't hear much of it. The music was low. King said. R-Dub said music was a little low, but they will make proper adjustments. I agree, Ryan, with that. Definitely, if there was something WWE is doing better, it was the spectacle of the entrances. Ooh, we're going to talk about that, Austin, with the next match, I think. Like a WWE 2K game, not all the entrance music loud enough. Yes, the Smash Bros. Shout out to JPQ, because Mag said your name in here. Loved the match as well. Y2K in the chat. Look at Y2K showing some love. Make sure you like the video. I know it's hard to get a like out of Y2K. So he said Sakazaki and Riho were champions I could be proud of. I like it, Y2. I like it. Double or Nothing, best. Whoa. Stop trolling, Jesus. We talked about this. We talked about you trolling. So what about the botch finish for this? Did that really... I think it kind of hurt it a little bit.
It did.
What the heck were they doing? The ref counted 2. Like, I thought that was clear as day, but
yeah,
maybe it was me. Shida, Riho, and Mizunami end up picking up the victory with a running knee to the face. Yummy. Yep. Right in the mouth she took it. That's what she said. I'm sorry. I'm done. So, grade C+ I felt for this match, though. It wasn't bad. I think that if they would have had the finish on point, this could have been a B-, but it just soured me on it.
I know, and the timekeeper rang the bell without even indication from the ref. What's going on there?
Yeah, but it could be miscues first show. I get it.
It'll be a learning experience.
Yes. Now, let's talk about... Dude, I don't know, man. This is tough. I'm calling it my match of the night right now.
And I'm agreeing with you.
Cody...
I'm the standout.
Aw, weirdo. Here's a weirdo. So, Cody versus Dustin Rhodes. I absolutely loved the intro for this. Where's Malik? Yeah, I'm talking, Malik, about your boy Triple H. I love the throne. I called it as soon as it happened. I was the first one like, that looks like Triple H's throne from WrestleMania. And then as soon as they did it, and he came out, and I thought Cody was gonna sit on the throne, and then he played it like, nah, I don't need to sit on this bad boy. Then they go to the ring. Brandy lifts up the apron and then pulls out a sledgehammer. Cody then grabs the sledgehammer, goes all the way back up the ramp, and destroys the chair with it. Excellent way to put the FU to WWE without saying a word about it.
Before we even get into the match, though, I want to address some people on here talking about, oh, why the unnecessary shots at WWE? Why can't you just get off of them? Do your own thing. First of all, This is your pissant t-shirt company that we're talking about here. It's okay for Triple H to just throw shots unnecessarily, but as soon as they respond, it's a problem. Get the corporate dick out of your mouth.
Exactly. Everything that was put out towards WWE was definitely necessary.
Children, I apologize if you heard the D word used on this, but this was also TV-14, so whatever. I mean, at the end of the day, like the whole Bailey Cody thing, I don't want to get too deep into this, but like, dude, let that go. If Bailey's not, like, sometimes you gotta let people stick up for themselves. I don't know what their relationship is. They might be good friends outside. Like, okay, he made a comment. It wasn't a big deal. Not everything's newsworthy or, oh, it's drama. Like, I don't know. But anyway, back to the Cody match here. Dustin Rhodes came out. What did you guys think for him? He wore the face paint. Some people were wondering if he would.
He looked great.
It definitely looked great.
He probably didn't need to wear the face paint with all the blood he lost.
Yeah, man, all that blood he lost, dude. Yeah, he definitely didn't need the face paint.
Okay.
Probably didn't even need the suit. Could have just covered himself with that.
Cody versus Dustin was match of the night. To me, told a great story. Yeah, that great story of Triple H, Malik. Darren Kirby, a.k.a. Mag, said, not my match of the night, but Cody's best match in a long ass time.
I definitely agree with that.
Maybe I was in the minority. I definitely thought at All In he had the best match, too. I don't know. Nick Aldis. I thought that was a really good match.
Pentagon and Kenny freaking destroyed it.
Maybe I gave it to Pentagon and Kenny, but I love that match, though. I think Cody tells a great story in the ring.
Hangman and Janela was just out of this world, too.
Yeah, but Joey Janela, care for your body, man. I just keep seeing him like on his neck every time. Jesus, I'm liking them taking shots back. Give us more. I like it. Too much blood. So in this match, eventually, there were some botches with my man Dustin Runnels. A lot
of these botches can be explained though due to the fatigue, blood loss,
safety, and I think rust too.
Yeah.
WWE did not properly utilize what about Dustin Rhodes? We'll call him. It feels weird to say that, by the way. So they did not properly utilize Dustin Rhodes when they had him as Goldust. The dude didn't wrestle for quite some time, and you have to be out there and doing it in front of that many people to get back into the flow of things. But you know what? He held his own. He showed why he's a veteran. And guess what? He didn't have somebody come in the ring, put gloves on, and tell him, oh, the match is over because you're bleeding too much. That's what I'm talking about. Right. He went out there, he finished the match, he showed he was a badass. Vince, what are you going to do to respond to that?
This was on the borderline of too much blood. It wasn't quite Eddie Guerrero at a Great American Bash, but...
Was it Muda blood loss?
He bled a gusher, man.
It happens, though. It's wrestling.
That baby aspirin.
Yeah.
Peace. If you don't know what he's talking about, look up the story from Maven with The Undertaker and Jack Daniels. But... yeah, it was something different. What did you think? Too much blood loss?
You know, I haven't even seen that much blood loss in a long time. So for me, I enjoyed it.
It was a welcome.
It was a welcome. Like seriously, dude. Like
we know who's the sadist in the group.
I'm
bleed.
I'm just saying, man. Just to see somebody bleed in a match, it's taking it back to like the Attitude Era days, where it's just like now here you have Cody trying to kill the Attitude Era, and you have Dustin Rhodes still keeping up with that. So then to have the blood come in along with the New Age, even though Cody Rhodes is trying to get rid of it, it was refreshing for me because I was definitely an Attitude Era kind of guy. So to see all that blood loss, I'm like, hey, I'm all good for it.
Oh, I got to read Malik's comment here. Honestly, I love the shot Cody took. I hope Triple H takes a shot back at NXT TakeOver next week, which I will be covering here on the podcast. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Yeah, it would make sense, and we get the wrestling world talking like we're doing now. Okay, like we're doing now, and I think people would dig it. I agree with that. We need blood in pro wrestling. I agree with that, King. And seeing blood was a welcome sight.
I thought it was a lot of bloodthirsty dudes in this chat.
Listen, dude, come on.
It makes the matches better, though. It stood out for the video games and everything else. It was really good. Dude, really great match. Yeah. Cody Rhodes ends up picking up the victory with that Crossroads in a bloodfest, I wrote down.
We're going to talk about a couple spots in this match. You know, you had Brandy hit Dustin with the bionic spear with her shoulder. She gets thrown out.
By the way. too.
I would have liked to see. First of all, where was Pharaoh? Where my dogs at?
MJF was giving him chocolate.
I would have brought Pharaoh out there to bite him or something.
Yo, come on, dude.
Hey, we gonna bleed that much?
Yeah, touche. I can't be mad at you for that.
Cody with the low blow. The turnbuckle spot, which cost the Gusher. I'm quite sure you bladed, but Jesus.
Come on, man. We can't be talking the secrets now.
Hey, it's all out there.
This is true.
I'm alright if he did it.
But either way, match of the night. Let's talk about what happened after the match.
So after the match, Cody did exactly what I wanted him to do. He went over, grabbed the mic. They took a little while to get him the mic. You guys better make sure you get the executive vice
Justin
president
Roberts
the
had
mic.
a white suit on, man. He didn't want to get no blood on it.
Right.
See, he handed him the microphone like.
Yeah, he was like, ugh.
Didn't someone on commentary say that's a rental?
Yeah.
that's why. But so Cody gets in there. He does this emotional speech, and we all knew as soon as he took the mic, we were like, "Oh, he's gonna tell him not to go," because it looked like Dustin Rhodes was unlacing his boots to leave them in the ring.
He told him right there, you can't retire here. You're not allowed to retire here.
Not yet.
Not today. So after he tells him that, he gives this emotional. And I said, remember the part when I was like, he's gotta cry. He needs to like start crying. He was like, I don't need my friend. I need a brother to tag with. And what was it? Fight for the Fallen, right? And he said that he already made the match. Cody Rhodes and his brother are gonna take on another set of brothers, the Young Bucks versus Cody and Dustin Rhodes. Bro, freaking nuts.
Yeah, that's
looking forward to that one.
Yeah, that's gonna be an excellent match right there.
I can't wait for it. Incredible. Good stuff. Rob, let's talk about the world title presentation for the AEW belt. We had Jack Whitehall come out there, and he introduced a name that I was shocked to hear.
So he gets on there, to help me unveil this new title, we're going to introduce the best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be. As soon as he said the best there was, this man popped.
Yes. Yo.
No freaking way.
Dude.
He's got to cut back to Vince. When Vince realizes Brett screwed him.
Right.
Dude, that was awesome, though, in my opinion.
That is one of the best looking titles I've seen in a while, too.
Do you guys dig the belt? That belt looked really handsome. Shut up, Jesus. You got me cracking up. That title belt looked beautiful. Dude, I didn't think Bret the Hitman Hart was going to come back, though. I thought that was really awesome to see the Hitman back in it. You pulling up the pic for him?
Oh, yeah, I got to.
So,
up real quick.
D, what did you think of the belt?
That's probably the best looking belt I've seen in years. Like, that, excuse my French, but that's fucking sexy. I'm sorry, man. That belt is...
Now, what was your description of it?
I wrote down, if TNA's, like, first two belts and the IWGP belt all had, like, a three-way and had a baby, that's what the belt would look like. It had that prestige look to it, but at the same time, it had the nice goldness, and it had that, like, I don't know, it's like the beef. It's like, where's the leather? Where's the beef on this bad boy?
It's gaudy in the best way possible.
Yeah. But
touche.
It's got a nice...
But before we saw the belt, who else came out? They introduced Hangman Page because he's already the #1 contender.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, we had Hangman Page, MJF, Jungle Boy, Jimmy Havoc. We're all out here for this.
MJF is just throwing shots at everybody.
MJF is such
Brett, look out, there's a fan coming.
MJF is a scumbag.
And speaking of Brett, did Brett not sound actually hyped up and enthusiastic about this?
Dude,
yes, he did.
Time out. Let me get back on this.
Did.
Bret Hart in WWE sounds like the most depressing man you will ever hear. But, oh, wait, we got to get into this. These guys are talking. He says the belt looks nice, kind of similar to the IWGP. Goober says the belt looked good, was surprised at Brett showing up. Bro, I popped. Like the belt, Ryan said. Where is King? King said better looking than any WWE title. Come on, King. Not over the 24/7 title. Goober says reminds me of the UFC. Narcolepsy Boy says, yo, I'm not going to lie. When MJF took the shot at Brett, I laughed my ass off. It was wrong but funny. I do agree. MJF is a heel.
Hey, Brett laughed, so I laughed.
Yes. Y2K. Wait a minute. What did Y2K write? Hey, don't be saying that, Y2K, in the chat. MJF gold on the mic. He said, "My bad, didn't mean to delete the message to you. Y2. MJF is a future top heel. I thought so. MJF shined tonight.
Oh, yeah.
He looked like a superstar out of everybody in this. Good segment though. I think it worked and it kind of cooled us down a little bit.
Oh, he got chased off by Jungle Boy and MJF.
Jungle Boy is also someone I think people are sleeping on. Jungle Boy is nice, man. He's gonna do great things.
Is he gonna talk? He talked on being the elite. Shh. Wait, you can talk?
So, let's get into another match that we all thought was probably main event worthy. It was for the AAA tag team titles, the Lucha Bros versus the Young Bucks.
Wait, give your grade for Cody versus Dustin.
Oh, I'm sorry. Cody versus Dustin.
I gave that an A.
I gave it an A. It had the minus until after match. That I had to give it an A. They really sold me on it.
That's A++, bro.
No, chill, bro. It was an A. It was an A. It's up there. I think it's in my top 10. It's in there for top 10 matches of the year right now.
Oh yeah.
AAA tag titles: Lucha Bros versus Young Bucks. Young Bucks come out in the Elvis attire. Nice touch for Vegas. I'm gonna let you guys handle this one.
Now see, this is where I'm the standout.
This is his match of the night.
This is your match.
This was my match of the night. Only because, and listen, my match of the night because y'all introduced me to the Lucha Bros, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the first time I seen them. Well, no, not the first time. First time we saw them. What was the show?
ESW.
ESW. So ESW was the first time I seen Lucha Bros. Period, live or on TV. Period. So now I've already seen the Young Bucks. Love the Young Bucks. So now to see the Lucha Bros and the Young Bucks wrestle together against each other, dude, my energy level was like at an all-time high. To see the Lucha Bros just from what they did at ESW.
The Lucha Bros are dope, man. I am not gonna sit up here and tell you like, oh, it's whack and all that.
Let's see, like my thing is, okay, so my thing about it is for it being the match of the night for me is because I already know, or I already knew what Dustin and Cody were already going to bring to the table. To see what the Lucha Bros did with the Young Bucks, that was just like, okay, I'm anticipating what's going to happen next without knowing what's going to happen next. Like, I feel like I already know what's going to happen between Cody and Dustin.
Mags is on your side for this one. Lucha Bros, we'll get into that. Match of the night, Mag said to him as well. Young Bucks, Lucha Bros, second best match. All right, Kingsley, we're on the same wave level. See, there's different groups, but here's the thing.
I got you, Mags.
Yo, you can't be mad. Goldberg versus Taker about to
top every match on the card.
Chill.
Somebody mute this guy.
Malik, you're getting in trouble. You're getting in trouble in here. What are you doing to me, Malik?
Peace, bro.
Nah, I don't know, man. I thought this was really good. You know who was on point for this match? Phoenix, bro. Phoenix did not miss a flipping beat. I will tell you that. He hit every spot perfectly. He stood out. He hit cutters that I was like, holy crap. My issue with this match, and it's a minute thing, and it's something that we see in wrestling every day. What's up with everybody kicking out of stuff, bro?
Yeah, that's way too much.
I told you, Rip Rogers is probably just punching holes in walls and beating the hell out of his students right now.
I did like how the Young Bucks held it down, though. They did their thing. They end up... Oh, I'm sorry. We got to talk about the double destroyers.
Oh, on the hardest part of the ring?
Stop. I don't think anyone said that either.
Oh, no. I did.
Yeah. Don't be that guy. So there was a destroyer on the apron to Matt Jackson, and then in the ring, Phoenix did a destroyer immediately after to Nick Jackson. Kick out, obviously. Because who stays down from a crazy move like that?
It's his style, man.
Yeah, and then
Miedo.
yeah, after, so you know the snap arm move that is used in Lucha Underground by Pentagon. He does that to Matt Jackson. Matt Jackson actually ends up at the end of the match getting him in a tombstone position with one arm. So they sell it using some psychology.
Now, that's one thing I do want to bring up too. They got to work on these camera angles. Like, you know, the production was great, but their camera cuts, you couldn't really see that he had the one arm tombstone.
Yeah, it was kind of off with it being on the side. You could see like his hand out there.
They caught it. They got to it just in time for you to catch it, but you want to catch the entire moment. Yeah. Oh, that apron Canadian Destroyer. Damn. Yes.
So they hit him with that Meltzer driver for the 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, that was crazy. Meltzer driver for the win. I gave that a grade of an A-.
Now, I picked the Lucha Brothers to win this match, but my man has some insider information that I didn't know about.
There will be a rematch between these two teams, I believe, in Mexico eventually. So they necessarily didn't have to drop the titles here. But super kick that like button, everybody. Super kick.
There weren't too many super kicks in this match.
No. Thank goodness.
Because these are 4 guys that will kick the hell out of each other.
Right.
Yeah,
just because.
I think I only counted like 4. Unless if I like really missed it, I think I only counted 4, and that was when they went back to back. And then they had the one spot where Phoenix and Nick got up at the same time.
Oh, the exchange going
Meg said the same thing. I thought the Bucks were bringing out a new move tonight. I'm guessing it was that power bomb.
See, you guys are bringing up that text message thread that was on Being the Elite.
Yes.
I think that was Jericho. They were talking to Jericho, I believe.
Maybe. I don't know. Well, Mags, we'll have to review that tomorrow. Maybe talk about it in our chat. Lucha Bros are the truth for real. I agree with that, Malik. 100%. Less super kick. Jesus couldn't agree more.
Goober says Orange Cassidy has the best kicks. Hands in the pockets.
Goober. I like you. I like you, bro. Let's get to the main event of the evening. We had Chris Jericho versus Kenny Omega. The winner will move on.
Winnipeg's finest.
The winner we know is going on to face Adam Hangman Page for the AEW title at a later date. Boys, Jericho's entrance. What did you guys think of the homage to who he once was, the Lionheart? The list of Jericho.
I appreciate it.
My cousin Donnie was here. He was watching it with us, and he saw the Lionheart, and he about jumped out of his seat.
Yeah.
I thought at first it was Omega, coming out like Jericho.
That's what I thought too because of the hair.
Yeah.
I'm looking like, you got the curly with the blonde. I'm like, oh, hold on.
Yeah, I thought the same thing too. But then once you started watching it, it was like, okay.
Chris Jericho is the best at reinventing himself in any era.
Right.
Chris Jericho is probably one of the few wrestlers that can fit in any era of wrestling, in my opinion.
Agreed.
I can concur with that. So Jericho came out. Kenny Omega's music, I thought it was a thumbs up. I know that was kind of anticipated by Omega fans. I thought he did well with that. Didn't hate it. So this match, what'd you guys? I mean, I thought it was all right. It was messy, but I can live with messy with them because they made it work.
So in their first match they had at what was that, Wrestle Kingdom?
Yes, Wrestle Kingdom 12, 13.
Yeah, that was 12. So their first match, you can tell this was more coordinated by Kenny Omega. He kind of drew out the plan for this. This one I felt like it was more of a Jericho show.
Yeah, I agree.
Ooh, Tom, don't come in here with that New Japan. You just had me looking at it. That's why I made that face.
We'll get to that in a minute.
I like it. We can talk about that towards the end. Yeah, so
Jericho, he's like fine wine, man. He gets better with time.
Yeah, I thought they did really good in here. Sure, there were botches with the DDTs and stuff, but I still think they did a really good job here.
I mean, that's what happens when you get tired. I mean, Jericho's what? In his 40s?
Jericho is 48, I believe. 47, 48.
Yeah.
So he's up there.
So he'll be 50 when the contract ends, I believe.
So he's not going to be perfect.
No, but he did good, though. He held it down.
Yeah, definitely. I appreciate Jericho still wrestling and doing what he's doing. And he's still the only wrestler, to not have an injury?
A major one?
A major injury. Yeah, that's true. He's good for a reason. He knows what he's doing. Some of those table spots to the floor, too, brutal. Brutal. That's New Japan stuff, too, guys. That's why those thicker tables were there, so that stuff could be done.
Yeah.
I liked it, though.
Those are bingo tables.
D, I'm coming to you first. What did you think of the Judas effect?
It's different for me. It's definitely different.
The finish, that new move, it's
definitely different because I'm so used to seeing him putting people in the Lion Tamer or the Code Breaker. So now you got the Judas effect, which is a good move. It's just new for me. That seems like it's a New Japan kind of move, not something that Jericho would normally do.
Jericho hit a mean Code Breaker though.
He did.
Yeah,
he did.
Kenny sold it too like a G.
Kenny hit a what was that, V trigger in the turnbuckle?
Yeah, that was nasty.
The hell out of Jericho. Kenny busted his nose. I don't know if it's broken, but Man.
Gotta be slight.
But yeah, with that Judas effect, that's a move I can see someone like a Matt Riddle hitting.
Yeah. But I thought Jericho did it well.
Oh, he hit that joint on point, right on the button.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was fluid. It's very fluid. It's just new for me. That's a New Japan kind of move for me.
Yeah, it's like a Andrade kind of like, I don't know, Andrade does it perfectly. I love the way Andrade hits it. Shout out to Kevin Bennett who sold it like a G. Local Buffalo talent. But yeah, dude, good stuff, man. I got nothing to complain about this. Jericho hits the Judas effect out of nowhere. 1, 2, 3. Kenny Omega is put to rest. Jericho ties up the series 1-1.
So now we got Jericho versus Hangman Page for the first ever AEW Heavyweight Champion.
Afterwards, Jericho gets on the mic too, and he is going to demand that thank you that he's been talking about. Demanding it, saying he deserves it. He's going to make Omega say it. And then all of a sudden, the crowd is startled. Some guy is looking around. He's walking around like he's Scott Hall. He's got kind of like this disgusting shirt on, cut off. And it says Mox on the back. It's Jon Moxley. As we all expected from his video, he shows up at AEW. What in the hell did you guys think of him coming out there? Actually, let me explain what he did. He came out. He ends up giving his double arm DDT to Jericho. The referee gets a double arm DDT for his troubles because screw him too.
Right.
And then Kenny Omega, he goes for it on, and Omega's not having it and pushes him through the ropes, and they go out and they start brawling with each other.
That was a nice brawl too.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah.
It was good stuff. He takes him on top of the stage. I called this in the beginning of this show too. I said that someone better get pile drove or something happened to them on those chips. And he ends up hitting a double arm DDT on top of the chips. Dope. And then he threw him off the stage. Very nicely covered up. AEW, let me say this. Tony Khan, Cody, whoever's listening to this, I appreciate the little things that you did here as far as someone getting slammed through the stage, and I couldn't tell that there was a prop there like WWE's been lately.
Right.
Kudos for that. Let's talk real quick though. Jon Moxley debuting, like, is this kind of, I almost said something filthy. Is this like euphoric? Is this amazing to you guys? What's up?
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. Just to see Jon come in and pretty much wreak havoc. You know what I mean? It's like, all right, I don't care who's in my way. I'm going after everybody.
By the way, great was the beef for that match. Sorry.
Yeah, Nelson, that is Dean Ambrose.
Yes.
I felt personally I would have waited a little bit to debut him. Like, you know, he's a nationally syndicated name. He's known. To build buzz for your TV show coming up, I probably would have held off just a little bit. But I liked what happened, and I was more happy for him than I was actually for the review because he seems like he's liberated.
He looked satisfied when he was out there.
Yeah.
Versus like WWE, people called him lazy and stuff all the time. I think he was
complacent.
I think he was unhappy with where he was. He was like, dude, I'm better than
Well,
this.
he got sandbagged in that Stone Cold interview.
Yeah, I do blame. Yeah, sorry, Austin.
That was out of nowhere for no reason. So I kind of get it, but like I said, I'm happy for him.
Yeah, he showed a lot of energy.
The chat seems like they like it a lot. Ryan said that he did with an attitude adjustment. Yes, sir. That's Dean Ambrose. Sasha Banks will show up at All Out. I don't know about that, my friend. She's got a contract that she has to still worry about.
And as long as she stays home, they're going to keep adding those dates back on. So she's not helping her situation right now.
You think there's going to be backlash on his wife? Nah, I think
not
Renee's
at all.
all right. They don't want to take any action against a woman right now because that's bad for political reasons, I would say. All right, real question. Y'all think TakeOver will be better than AEW? Rob?
I can't predict the future, man, but
I don't know.
if it's anything close to what TakeOver Brooklyn was, or what was it called? The most recent one before WrestleMania. Was it TakeOver Brooklyn?
Yes.
Either way. If
Or
it's anywhere close to that.
TakeOver New York, excuse me.
TakeOver New York. We got a good couple weekends coming up.
Yeah, there's going to be some beef, I think, going on with all of this.
Yeah.
D, what do you think? TakeOver is going to beat this?
It's gonna be close, man. Cause whenever I watch TakeOver, whenever you show me TakeOver, I'm like thoroughly impressed. This is still new for AEW, so this is a high pedestal for them to try and knock takeover off with. You know?
Let's keep it focused on AEW though. This is their weekend.
Oh yeah.
We got NXT next week.
Which we will be back on this channel for. If you guys want to, make sure you subscribe to the channel if you aren't already. Overall show great, guys. This is the tough part. Was this show great? Like Jim Ross said, and I was talking about on the reviews with Mags and my own personal preview. This show had to be great. Was it great, and did it deliver? I guess is the best thing.
These guys came out swinging, man. I'm going to say yes. I was thoroughly satisfied with this show. I'm going to give it an overall grade of a B+.
I am also a B+ on it. I thought they did a really good job. See, I know that great is in my A category. The B+ is from some of the stagnant stuff in the beginning, some of the meh, but I still think that it was a really, really good show.
I agree. From what I saw, from where I started, I would say this is a B+ as well.
So we got Jesus says it delivered big time. King gives it an A-. Austin Stroop gives it a 9 out of 10.
A-. Ooh, Jesus.
Mag says it was great.
Is CM Punk in AEW at some point, or do you think he's done with wrestling forever?
If he's got the itch, man, money talks.
I have always said this. I'm going to stand by it. I don't think we've seen the last of CM Punk in wrestling in some way, shape, or form.
Money talks is all I got to say.
I better see some 5-star matches or 7. Solid B, Tom says.
You can't have more than a 5-star match if it's not in the Tokyo Dome. You know the rules. Or if you're Johnny Gargano.
Meltzer Driver is probably going to get them match of the night, too, for the record. But, you know, SCU might take it because they held out, too, for Meltzer. Yeah, so a lot of people, A-, 9 out of 10. Yeah. Like I said, that B+, A- range was really tough for me to decide. But, gents, I think we've talked a lot of AEW. I cannot wait for their next show. I believe that's, is it Fight for the Fallen or is it the Fighter event first? Fighter
Fest, and then Fight for the Fallen. And then, Fight for the Fallen's in July.
Yes, and down in the description box, guys, I do have a link tree. The link tree can provide you to all my links for the podcast, T-shirt store. Rob, show him your shirt, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Rob is definitely rocking a prototype shirt. What do you guys think of that?
Check me out.
So
everything pro wrestling. The old Nintendo game. Got the logo down here. The final product will be a bigger image of this, but this is what we're working with right now.
So tell me what you guys think of that. If you guys like that shirt, let me know. I got the chat in here screaming EPW, AEW. I got to give a big shout out to D and Rob for joining me for this. I know a lot of people. Oh, Goober likes it. Goober, we may have to put him on the shelf so you can get him. We're going to put up a couple designs, I think. Whatever Rob decides, and we'll have those up for sale soon.
I'm still, PR Nightmare Nelson, I'm still waiting for you to hit me up, man. I can use some of your artistic...
I can dig the shirt. I like it, boys. And, you know, make sure you guys are out there representing AEW. If you did enjoy the show tonight, spend your money on them. Buy a T-shirt. Buy the pay-per-views. That shows interest. And that shows, yes, this is money. No AEW shirts. Shaking my head. What are you talking about? I'm wearing an AEW shirt right now, good sir. All Elite Wrestling. What are you talking about? Come on now. Shirt is ass. Stop. Knock it off.
I see you, Malik.
I see you, Malik. So... with all that being said, guys, do me a favor. If you haven't already, click the like button. It helps my videos. It helps more people see them. I am trying to reach that subscriber goal. We have fallen short for AEW. Not a big deal, though. Once we get to 500, that 1K, I promise you it's going to be off to the races. Everything Pro Wrestling is trying to provide a voice to the people here. Jesus, you say something about the Bills being trash again, I'm going to smack you. So... let's get up to who was all in here. So let's give some shout outs, folks, to everybody in the chat. Austin Stroop, thank you for being in here as always, my man. King, same wavelength tonight. I appreciate you. Goober316, love you to death, bro. You always come in here and make me laugh. Mags from Brainbuster Radio. Mags, I love doing the show with you this week. We had some really positive conversations at the end, especially talking about how Mags was going to change the world with his platform. It's really good stuff on there, and Mags is an all-around good dude. Make sure you check out his Badlands podcast and his Triple W podcast. Give him a follow on Twitter. Ryan, R-Dub Wilkinson. I've known Ryan for quite some time from the Run the Ropes Facebook group. He is very knowledgeable about pro wrestling. absolutely great. Make sure you check out his videos on Facebook as well. He does tremendous videos, and I'd like to maybe work with him one day and get him on here and maybe review a show or something. We'll get into that, Ryan, if you're ever interested. PR Nightmare, always good. Minus you saying that Lillian Garcia was number 2 thing.
I agree with you, Nelson.
I don't like when you disagree with me, but I'm messing with you, Nelson. But thank you for coming in here. Original Biggie, Obi-Wan. Make sure you check out his YouTube channel. He's got a lot of good stuff on there. Who else did we have in here? Y2K 2400. I know it's a special night when Y2K joins the chat. Same with Nighthawk. Those are my XGW guys. Thank you so much for being in here. Narcolepsy Boy 94. That is Malik's channel. I do a lot of videos over there. We talk NBA. Shout out to the Toronto Raptors who have made it to the finals of the NBA.
Ooh.
How dare you? Don't talk about my boy Kawhi like that.
I like Kawhi, but
Yeah, you know,
F the Raptors.
because you know what's about to happen, right?
Oh yeah.
All right, well-
Warriors of 5 at the very worst.
Yeah. But shout out to my man Malik for being in here. Kyron, shout out to you too, bro. Redneck Gamer was in here for a second. I appreciate you coming in here, good sir. You are the man for that. WrestleBread, very cool of you as well. Who else did we have jump in?
B Gunner.
B Guns, yes. Shout out to you, Brandon. Sorry we had to bring your name up earlier like that. But it had to happen. Had to go down. Austin Stroop. And let me give a shout out to my man Connor. Connor has been putting out some good wrestling stuff. So thank you, Connor, so much. Casey Briggs, everyone in the Everything Pro Wrestling Facebook group. And I think I covered anybody else. If I missed you, it wasn't on purpose. So thank you guys so much for checking out this video. We're out. Do you guys have anything you want to say to anybody?
AEW.
AEW.
Peace.
And wait, and don't forget EP-Dub, folks. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Deuces. #ChokeOutDown.